Shalom, shalom, bro. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome, welcome back. Um, Shabbat shalom. Here for day of rest, day of encouragement, and that's pretty much what we have for all of our days is encouragement. Hmm. And that's where we are today. Let me make sure I'm on the right channel. Shalom, brother Dylan. Glad to see you in this Shabbat. Um, and as the title is stated, wide awake. And that awakening, I wouldn't necessarily say we full awake because we still have some brothers and sisters that are not awakened, but we do know in time that the Most High is going to raise. He's going to awaken His people. We very well know that, and so it's that day. That's going to be the day for all of us as a whole. That's what excuse me. That's when we gonna know times has truthfully changed. When you can go, I mean, say anywhere on this planet, and you know the truly awakened gonna know who's awake. We can look at one another and things of that nature. We go, oh yeah, we woke. Because right now, for the vast majority of our brothers and sisters, we still have the conflict of religious teachings that's still affecting some of our brothers and sisters. We know we still have that, but that's when that time comes. Yes, that right there it's going to be the changer. That there is going to be that's going to be one that's going to change um, for all of y'all's people. That right there, and truthfully, that'll be at a time where it would not even matter what language you speak, because it's gonna be one language we're gonna understand, and we're gonna understand that hey, we don't have those chains of what do they call it? Slavery. The mental block will be no longer on us, and no matter where we are at, we will have that understanding. And so that's the beauty of it. And the reason why I say that, brothers, is because I caught what's the brother name? Ron, brother Ron, with Truth Unedited. I caught his video, and that there that one that particular live, I think it's number 8, part 8. Um, that right there, that one there, and for you brothers and sisters, um, that one, that's the one I would suggest that you share with your family and friends. Part 8, Truth Unedited. It breaks down the origin of Christendom, who got what started, and what was their line of thinking, not their line of understanding the scriptures. What they took and came with an understanding, and they inculcated it into religion. They don't have the scriptures to prove what their stance is. They just came up with something out of their head. Shalom, Sister Donna. That's what they came up with. And I would suggest to any one of you all, take that video and share it with your friend, your family, your friends, because the brother, he breaks it down. And like a lot of us and with our family members, uh, um, they they prefer to be told. They prefer to be told this or that. And so, what's wrong with this chair? They preferred to be told this or that. And so now, that there, part number 8 of Truth Unedited, he breaks it down. This is their line of thinking, or was their line of thinking, and how they took it and brought it into the church. And that's right there. That part number 8, that's the one that's got our brothers and sisters hemmed up in Christendom, as well as Islam. I mean, Islam comes from Christendom. Yes, that was pretty good what he did. I mean, if you want to say he just stick a fork in it, that right there, that was the one. That's the one, brothers. That it's undeniable, and it is absolutely amazing how the Most High has different brothers and sisters moving about, getting into research, bringing things out that's never been, I ain't gonna say never before. It's just the fact it's set back off in the back so long till people forgot about it. Now when people in the Most High have his people, keep on searching, keep on going back, keep going back. Boom. This is what I want you to find. And Brother Ron, yeah, he did it. He did it. He did just that. He kept searching. Because he knew it was out there. And he brought it out. I am not mad at the brother, because I tell you, that's what we need. Even when some of they're waking up Israel. Some of us, we know we have some understanding, but the depth of it, no, it's those people it's those brothers and sisters that like to find these different books and find out what they were saying back in those days and how what's being said today. Hey, this is your corporate. This is the person who got this started. This is how what did they call it? Not the redemption. I forgot because I never believed in it. The rapture. How there was a certain individual how he came up with the rapture. It's always start with somebody's line of thinking. Welcome, Sister Coco Mango. It always starts with someone's thinking, and then eventually they make a teaching out of it. The rapture. You never once seen the rapture in the Bible or in our book. You never seen it there. But they talk about it so much, and then they came up with his take on the Bible. I believe there's a rapture, and from his belief, they made it into a religion. And here we are, right down to this day. And how many people believe in the rapture? And it all started with one man's line of thinking. One man line of thinking, and hit millions has been misled. That brother, Truth Unedited, no, he laid some stuff. He's laying things down. He's laying it down. And at the same time, brothers and sisters, this is one thing I would like to say to let you brothers and sisters know this. If you seeing brothers and sisters going in on religious teachings and understandings, it's not them doing it on initiative. It's the Most High who's giving them that power to do just that, because He's moving His people to move. Be quick about this. I'm about to act. Be quick about this, because I'm about to wake the rest of your brothers and sisters up. It's not the fact that we're in a rush, but we move when the Most High say move. When I was talking to you brothers and sisters about elders stepping up to the plate, oh yeah, they doing it now. They doing it now. These brothers, they're stepping up. They taking on this weighty matter of hearing cases with different brothers and sisters, because we need to start applying what the Most High has already said, what existed among Israel. All we got to do is follow the plans the Most High has that's written in our book. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. And at times, don't get me wrong. I know at times it takes time. It do. But we have to do it. We have to be diligent about it. We have to be diligent about it. And we getting there now. We're starting to see, hey, we let this nonsense go on for so long, and now it's out of control. Now, what I mean, whether we think we're accountable or not, that don't mean a hill of beans. But when the Most High stands up and He starts issuing out judgment, that's when we get the point. That's when we start to understand. And now here we are. Brothers are stepping up to it. They want to hear these cases and see how, because now when you start doing things according to the Most High plans, he comes into the midst of it. Of course, now He's looking. These are the people that came to appreciate, who come to appreciate me. I got to show up for these people. Sister Amana, Shalom. He's saying it. I got to show up for these people. Because now they're doing what I asked their forefathers to do many years ago. They're trying their best to put everything in place. And that's all the Most High want to see from us. It's the ability of wanting to. We want these laws. We want to live by these laws. We want to orchestrate elders in position to oversee Israel. This is what we want. We just ain't haphazardly waking up saying, oh yeah, we're Israel. And at the same time, think you can deal with your brother and sister in any way you want to. Nah, there's accountabilities. Whether you want it or not, there's some accountabilities. Did not the Most High say that my people are destroyed due to a lack of knowledge? Now, whether you got that knowledge or not, you still going to be judged. You can claim that you're not woke all you want. The Most High still going to judge you. It's a beautiful thing to see these brothers now starting to stand up now. It is. They are taking on. They're saying that this brothers are looking at it saying, you know what? We have allowed this stuff to get out of control. It ain't like saying we're going to off with somebody's neck. No, we're not trying to. We're not even speaking about that. But we will warn. We are going to warn brothers and sisters about other things that brothers and sisters are doing that they should not be doing, or that you need to be aware of. Period. It's just we there, brothers. It ain't the fact that we're going. The fact that we're thinking about it is where you are about to go to. This is where we're going to. These brothers are doing it. I mean, all the information. I mean, for you brothers and sisters that are woke, it is a privilege. It is a privilege. And at the same time, there's an accountability. There is an accountability. I know a lot of us, we coming out of Christendom or Islam, and we used to saying anything back in the day, we used it. You can go to church and come back home cursing up a storm. Shalom, Sister Linda. And now since we awaken, and some brothers, I ain't knocking nobody. This is just me. I don't curse. I don't curse. Never liked it. And it's only, I don't even know how many words it is, but some brothers do fight against that. They do. They fight against it because they know where they're coming from. They do. And they took that accountability and they placed it on themselves. When brothers and sisters started waking up, they started to change their diet. According to law. According to law. And I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It is. You're awakening up. You're realizing, wait a minute, the Bible said this. And I tell you, with this awakening, when you start reading scriptures, you start to see, wait a minute, I have never read this before. It's like it's like brand new to you. It's been there all along. All the time it has been in the Bible. But why is it that you did not see it? It's just like when the Most High told Daniel, close up the book, seal it up until the time of the end. Now we know what time we're living in. Of course, all of this information is opening up. Brothers are speaking about it. They're sharing scriptures about it. And we're moving on with it. The world hates it. The world hates it. They hate it with a passion. They see what's happening. But brothers, just imagine one day, that awakening happens. That's going to be monumental. And then at the same time, when I say this awakening happening, somebody's going to be asleep and somebody's going to be woke. I mean, because of the time. But the Most High know exactly what he knows. If you sleep, let's just say hypothetically speaking, this massive awakening happened on a global scale. But when you get up, you were like, wait a minute, is this true? I'm Israel. Did not the Most High say he's going to take those chains off of you? No, chains are physical, mental, and spiritual. You got 3 sets of chains, brothers, that is going to come off all of us. All of us. They're going to come off. Imagine that. I don't care if you speak in Latin. You're going to know who you are because he said he's going to wake his people up. That within itself. And at the same time, I can almost believe that right there will be a massive blow to religion globally. Just imagine that now. All of us waking up and we coming out of Christendom and Islam and any other religion for that matter, and we just coming out. Imagine all of us globally coming out of all of these false religious teachings or beliefs, and we just leaving those buildings all at one time. That right there is going to get the world's attention. It's definitely going to get the devil's attention. He's going to be highly upset. All of these Negroes are woke. They know exactly who they are. That will be a blow to him. That's going to be a blow. It's going to be like we're going to be preaching to ourselves. That's going to be the talk for all of us globally. We're the people. They said that these people, and then but you gonna have they gonna have confirmation, because this awakening is going to be of the Most High's hand. This first wave, in my belief, I'm not saying this is scripture now, brothers and sisters. This first wave, the ones that are woke, I would say this is more so for the leaders that the Most High is about to put in place. Because trust and believe, all of us is going to serve somewhere. We're going to serve somewhere in this awakening. The Most High is an Elohim of order. So does it not make sense? All right, let me raise up this first wave first. Because when I do the massive, they can take care of the massive of brothers and sisters of my people. They're already in place. They done went through some things already. They're gonna need to be there to coach my people back to me. That's how I'm looking at it, brother. I'm seeing brothers and thing. I mean, and granted, we may have our disagreements, but once that awakening happens, it's going to be undeniable. It is going to be undeniable. The Most High is looking for those brothers to put things in place, and we need to be working on that like yesterday. Brothers and sisters, we go have to, be on top of it. And that's just an encouragement. It's not saying that, somebody browbeating. I'm not trying to browbeat you. When I say that, I most definitely speak about myself. I do. But that in itself is going to be monumental. For the devil to see that, and also for the world to see that these people know exactly who they are. They know who they are. Yes. That's gonna be a beautiful thing. That's gonna be a beautiful sight to see. It's like prophets of old, a little to reach others. That's what is going to be about. It's going to be. It's going. Brothers, with that awakening, we can almost. I would just. Let's just say it this way. With that awakening, this black on black crime, I would say it may drop. It may drop. If not, come to a halt. Because that there within itself, that's going to be a miracle from the Most High upon His people. Just to wake them up, that's a miracle. That is a miracle. And then for people to, come out. I came the west side of Chicago, some on the south side, and things of that nature. And for people like that, let's just say hooded out, waking it up. Yo, man, you need to tell me I'm those my people in the Bible, those the people in the book. That's what you're gonna have to look forward to. Not saying it's a bad thing, but they come to realize what? They may be doing some cursing out of because they go be so much of in a disbelief. And please, I'm who? Are you sure? Yeah, I know, man, but because they've been always taught they was not. They was trying to fit in with the world, just like what we was feeling. We was trying our best to fit in with the world. We did. We tried our best to fit in with the world, and they come to find out the world need to fit into your world. And when the massive of us understand, now you need to fit into our world. All you did was came up with a fictitious image of our world, but you use our book as your playbook for you to deviate over here talking about sweet Jesus. Oh, the day of rest is a Sunday. Over here, your day of rest is on a Friday. But this book that you use, our book, we know it's on the seventh day. That's what we cling to. They just used our books, brothers and sisters, to deviate from it and then claim to be well, I ain't gonna say claim. They stole. They claim. They tried to steal a covenant that they can't even explain. That's what they did. Oh yes, it's it's going to give them purpose, and it's going to give them life. Now they go understand. And then they go do the same thing we did. I never forget when I woke up, brothers and sisters. I kid you not. When I woke up, I was just sitting around and thinking, I'm just like, man, I did all of this dumb stuff. We call it the memorial. Jesus Christ. The Jehovah's Witnesses call that Passover. And I know I said this last week. You know how we were, the brothers and sisters. I mean, we had the memorial was always done after sunset, 7 o'clock, and that's when you pass out the bread, the wine, unleavened bread, and all that stuff, and then and things of that nature. So we did that. After it was over with, we all got together, you know, group off, and things of that. And then you get with your friends, we go out to eat. I tell you, when I think about it, we ate a lot of pork. We ate a lot. I mean, let me say we. I say some people ate a lot of pork. I ate pork, but I didn't. I was very picky about it. I didn't do pig feet, pig ears. Oh, especially not pig intestines. It had to be meat. It had to be meat. And I don't even like fat. Nowhere on it. No. I'm very picky. But anyway, when I think about those things, with this awakening, it's irritating to me. It is absolutely irritating. Here it is. My forefathers are those people in the book. They told us, oh, it's okay for you to eat pork, because they misapplied the vision Peter had. They misapplied it. Oh, he had all creepy things and all this, so it's okay for you to eat unclean food. Boy, I tell you, when you start looking at these things, brothers and sisters, you start blaming your forefathers, because this is the reason why we were in that position. It's due to our forefathers. That's period. But then now at the same time now, our forefathers went into prison. Well, not prison, captivity, slave ships. And I like some brothers, they say they're eating out of necessity, because they were starving them out. They was eating out of necessity until after so long, a generation had died off, and hey, they didn't have to eat out of necessity because they forgot a portion of the law. And as time went on, it kept on. This generation died off, and then here come the false teachings and everything, and then here we are to this very day. This is where we at. But now, if you look at the scripture, when the scripture said there's going to be a falling away, that's why I would always. I mean, I never had an argument with nobody about it. When I was on Covenant Awakenings or even on Yakoba's show, I always said, I think that falling away applies to us falling away from false teaching, like Christendom and Islam. That's how I take that scripture. I don't take that scripture as a falling away from your awakening. I don't understand. No, because you're talking about falling away. There's going to be a great falling away. That's what the scripture said. So we're not great now. We are nowhere close to being great. Great is when everybody is awakened. All of the Yahudims and all of Israel, to brothers and sisters on that continent, that right there is a massive. Now, a falling away from that teaching, from that institution. That's how I take that scripture. Now, if you go into religion, they be talking about, there's gonna be a lot of people falling away from the truth. All religion says that in order to keep their people in their churches. So you tell them, oh no, this is the truth here, and as the scripture said, there's going to be a great falling away. You let one or two of the members leave that church. A lot of the brothers and sisters go having the mentality, mentality of thinking that, hey, you're falling away from the truth. No, nah, no. That great falling away is on the horizon. And once the Most High wake his people up, that's the great falling away. That's the one that's going to hold weight with the world. Who's your biggest spenders? Who is your biggest spenders when it comes to, Thanksgiving, Christmas, 4th of July? We are. We're the biggest spenders. We're the biggest spenders. Now, imagine um, all of us awoke. All of us. You want to talk about a dollar collapsing? They don't have to worry about China nor Russia. Let the Most High wake us up and see how it's going to get down. Let Him wake us up, and you will see you will understand the strength of the Most High. No, y'all don't understand. Let me wake my people up, and they find out who they are. They're gonna fall back quick. They're going to fall back quick. They've been lied, and to realize you've been lied to. Oh yeah, a lot of the things that we thought we knew from a religious standpoint, that's still going to be so detestable. It's going to be so. They told us this here, we did what? And just like with some of you all, when you all look back at your lives, when you look at when you was awakened. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask some of you all a question. What was one of the things that you all, and the brothers in the chat, and or you can put it in. What was one of the things when you sit back and you think about when you had awakened, what was the one thing that just like irritated your soul that you was doing, that you thought religiously you was doing the Most High's will? That's a question to you all. Because I tell you, the brothers and sisters, once they will have the same feelings. They're going to have that feeling. And there's going to be a measure of hate flowing around from our people. Because I'm quite sure more the majority of you brothers and sisters had a little hate going on. Because you're like, why would they sit there and lie to us? Then once we really get into it, we come to realize, our forefathers, they had a part in it. But at the same time, we look at the nations. Oh, wait a minute, we got put in their hands, but they took it too far. They took it too far. This is the reason why they're going to receive their judgment. How they dealt with the Most High's people. Yeah, that's right there within itself. It's going to be a sight to see, a sight to witness. That's what it's going to be, brothers. Brother Dennis says, we've been lied to by Christianity, serving devils, even though, Isaiah didn't sit with us. Yep, spirit wasn't right. And that's another thing. How is it that Yahusha goes from to Jesus? They knew what they was doing. They knew how they was mapping this out. They knew exactly how they was mapping this out. So right now, Yahusha did say that with this awakening, that we were going to be talked about. We was going to be what's the word? Talked about, turned on, and it happened. But that was that small awakening. But it's that massive one. That's the one. Yeah. I my family talked about me like, dang, that shit. No, they call you crazy, call you this. Jehovah's Witnesses, they call you what's that? Um, apostate. And see, this is the thing they don't understand about that is they say that if you don't agree with what the faithful and discreet slaves say, you are an apostate. An apostate means a person who do not follow the Messiah truthfully. But they reworded it. If you don't follow the faithful and discreet slave who has been chosen by the Most High, that's what they claim. And then in one of their letters and then you brothers and sisters think I'm joking, you can go onto their website. They have a letter. That letter reads, "It is imperative that brothers and sisters on a global scale listen to the faithful and discreet slave." I shared that with one of my friends. He's a witness. He's a Jehovah's Witness. He said, "No, Mike, no, no." I like, brother, don't believe me. Go on the website, read that letter for yourself. It is imperative for you to listen to the faithful and discreet slave in order for you to gain life. And they know good and well they can. I mean, when I say it's something how people can take scriptures and put themselves on a pedestal, say, "Oh yeah, the Most High, I was chosen to lead this congregation. I was chosen." Anybody can say that. Anybody can come out and say, "I was chosen to do this here. The God of heaven chose me, told me to come and talk to you, brothers and sisters." Vet them. Shalom, Sister Kathy. Vet them. The Most High sent you. What did he say? And that's what religion do. They come in, and you may have a brother who has a smooth way of putting words. You always ask the Most High to teach you. Help me to understand. Give me discernment. Because the moment you start questioning that slick brother with the slick talk, the slick moves, yeah, he's going to get upset at you because you're going to start figuring them out. When you start figuring them out, that's when they get upset. Now, Brother Dylan, you want to say, my wife never felt right in JW refused baptism after 18 years old. Her sister, not 14, were forced into congregation. Oh, let me tell you something, brother. Brother Dylan. I was raised around it. I remember celebrating one Christmas. Shalom, Sister Evans. I'm sorry, Sister Evans. And I was not even in school at this time. That was the only Christmas I remember. Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate Christmas, so they encourage young ones to get baptized. But when I really truly started to come into myself, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not good. You can have a lot of my cousin. She was 80 years old, and she got about 8 years old when she got baptized. See, now you have a little 80-year-old talking, yeah, when I grow up, I want to be a regular pioneer, so on, so on. And what do grown people do? Oh, this is what they do. And so it's geeking up the 8-year-old. But these grown people not even thinking about, that child got to grow up. That child is going to grow up. What the Most High has put in that child, man is not going to stop that. That child is going to grow from a little girl into a woman. and womanhood. She's going to start having feelings for the opposite sex. They're not looking at that. And although you living in a world that's full of sexual perversion, they're not even looking at that on an 8-year-old. But let that 8-year-old, I would say, get into her teens. Then she starts feeling a certain way. Her body is starting to, the Most High don't make mistakes. That's the way she's supposed to grow up. That's the way he's supposed to grow up. But now this little 8-year-old got baptized. This little 8-year-old got baptized. And for the vast majority of them, they always end up getting disfellowshipped. Because they succumb to their body, their urges. And I will say this, brother, and I'm going to say this with a great deal of kindness. They feed into it because that's what the world is feeding on TV. That's what the world is feeding. And so when these kids, they seeing this stuff, and everybody know back in the days, if you had to have like paid channels, HBO and all that stuff. You want to watch a lewd movie or something, or you had to go rent a movie from a video store. That's not the case now with the kids. Cell phone. They can watch what they want to watch right there at any given moment. Now, this 8-year-old child is 18, 19 years old. Some boy coming there giving her some attention. Truthfully, that's the way she's supposed to act. But the moment she feeds into it, and she or he dives into it, they got disfellowship. They got disfellowship. Chavez, Shalom. They have gotten disfellowship. Now, this is the danger about that. And usually it starts way before 18. You know, I know kids that was 15, 16 years old, still living with their parents. And so when they get disfellowship, their peers or kids that they grew up with cannot even speak to them. This is a teacher now. This is a teacher. So now they've been disfellowship maybe a year, 2 years, some 3, and some 4. But the damage has already been done. Now these kids, they're not able to talk to their friends. So what do? They need somebody to socialize with. They got to go make new friends. Where's their new friends at now? They're not Jehovah's Witnesses because they can't speak to Jehovah's Witnesses. There are people, what the witnesses call of the world. So now they plunging a lot further now because they looking for that socialism. Shalom, Brother Dave. These kids are looking for somebody to socialize with, but they've been cut off, even within their own family. Even within their own family. It's a psychological damaging effect that they claim. And the Jehovah's Witnesses, I know they be the first one to talk, but they are the first one who instituted disfellowship, which is not true. But they happy. They happy for doing it. But then you go talk to those kids who experienced that. They got a whole book for you. They have a whole book and how they felt. They're not taking those kids' feelings into consideration. They're not even looking at the work. They're not even trying to attempt to think, hey, we need to rethink this baptism. Because these kids, yeah, it sounds good what they're saying and thing on the stage, but there's a reality that they're not looking at. And when I say they, I'm talking about grown men. One brother, his daughter, he served as an elder. Daughter got pregnant, got disfellowship. She come in, but he used to dog out, call her out and everything. And I was like, bro, you dead wrong. You dead wrong. And see, the thing about grown people, they forget where they came from. If your daughter is a freak, 9 times out of 10, you or your wife practice the same thing she did or he did. They forget how they came up. They quick to forget that. They don't want to think that their kids have sexual desires. They don't want to think that way. They said, "Oh, you don't want to think that way. You find yourself getting in trouble with the Most High. You shouldn't be thinking that way. Thinking your body is made that way. In the world, in Satan's world, it emphasizes it. So these kids has a whole lot that they got to battle with. And the battle is some people who claim that they don't understand what's going on with the young people. All you got to do is think about what you did. That's all you got to do. That's all you have to do. That apple did not fall far from the tree, it fell in your lap. That's all grown people need to do. Sit back and look. You're going to find out, she's doing the same thing I did. Only thing you can do is to encourage your child to make the right decision, not browbeat them. I seen some kids get whoopings, beatings, you know. But we quick to forget that we was once kids. I observed Sister Evans. He said, I observed the JW division in my. Yep. Helps. Yeah. See now, brothers and sisters, and we all know there's a measure of truth in all religion, but it don't make it right. It does not make it right. It does not. And there's some truth in Jehovah's Witnesses, just whether it's the Baptist, um, any other religion. I mean, there's some truth to it. But then at the same time, we must pray to the Most High constantly to keep teaching us, showing us how we need to move about. Now, when it comes to our kids, these Hebrew kids, no, we need to encourage them, or find something to do with them. They cannot be on the phone. They gonna get affected just as much as a little Jehovah's Witness child. They're going to get affected just as much. The devil has his eyes on your little one. And when I say little ones, I'm talking about 3 years old and up. He don't have it. Yeah, he got his eyes on him. The devil do mix a little truth with very much lies. Yes, he does. He does. But I mean, with this growth that we're doing, brothers are now stepping up to, hey, I sit on the board, to oversee some of these issues that we are being bombarded with. Sit there, help out the brothers and sisters in that nature. That's what we're supposed to do. In essence, what it boils down to being is that we calling out to the Most High. We asking the Most High, please look over us. Give your spirit to these brothers to make the right decision when it comes to a situation that may have come up within the community of Israel. And the Most High, he's like bound to show up because now he's seeing a people who's asking for him to come. We're asking for him to come. Set matters straight. We're asking. And we're not looking to any other body or any other person or any other nation to do this. We're doing what the Most High said we was going to do. We're coming to appreciate him. Now we begging for him. We begging for him. Yes, we are. We begging for him to oversee this here. And then when brothers and sisters starting to see that elders have stepped up and they say, hey, we're going to handle this case here, and they're going to render a judgment for the brothers and sisters, Hey, this is what we found out, and this is our encouragement to the family. This brother is not, he has shown himself not to be reputable when it comes to money and upholding his part of the contract. So we are warning you, brothers and sisters, not to deal with him. Boom. It's just that simple. You don't have to worry about somebody misleading you now. Now, whether that brother want to pay restitution and things, and the brothers deeming this like, this is gonna be like more like of a private conversation. You may have to take that man to court now. You don't want to listen to us. You don't want to listen to what the Most High say. All right, that's when you may have to dibble on over to man. Put him in put him in the devil's hands. But I just hope that we as Israel abide by those laws. You did wrong to your brothers and sisters. I mean, whatever restitution that you're supposed to pay according to law, pay it. Pay it. That's it. That's it. And we move on. And then when you move on, you know exactly what you can and cannot do because you got firsthand experience of how you felt when somebody offended you. So you're gonna know, all right, I can't do this to nobody else. I know exactly what that law is about. And we're gonna learn from it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn from it, brothers, off the top. We're going to learn from it. It's a beautiful thing uh, to be awakened and to really put your hands to the plow and look at these laws and live by these laws. And don't get me wrong, it's going to take time because there's so many celebrations that we're supposed to be doing and abiding by when it comes to like um, festivals. And then I would say, let me see what this called is getting to our true calendar. Our true calendar. That's something we will have to do on a global scale as a nation. Because it's a lot of things that we will, it's like we upside down, we got to flip everything over the way it's supposed to be. That's it. That's it. Law, statutes, and commandments. Exactly. And so it's like we really will have to look at and let me tell you, the Most High has His people, especially the ones that loves to read. You got people out there that just love to read. They do. They love to read, and they gonna know those laws. Now you can so that, and then you gonna have those that can understand and know how to apply law. We all gonna be working in unison in different ways. This is a beautiful time for us. Now, the greatest of our time as a nation is a complete awakening of Yasharel. That right there, now that, if you want to look back at, if you want to say it like this, we're going to have a measure of oneness when that happens. We're going to have a measure of oneness. Of course, we're going to understand, hey, we all awoke. We're going to have that understanding. We woke. We know we're not Gentiles. We know who we are. We know we've been lied to. We know we're going to change. We know for a fact, no, your teaching don't hold weight. No, it does. No, your teaching does not. I'm not a captive any longer. Brothers, think about I'm gonna say this, how many black people there is on a global scale that is in Christendom, that is in Christendom, and that is in Islam, or any other religion for that matter. It's a lot of us there. A lot of us. And to change, I ain't gonna say their perception. And for us to change our perception is that's gonna be global. You're right, Sister Kathy. Those who are awake will never go backwards again. Now, mm, well, I know one brother, and I used to. Matter of fact, when I was looking at his channel when he was doing it, and he was laying down facts. He was, and I think the brother, truthfully, I mean, I don't know his name. I mean, I think he is back on YouTube. He be dressed in all white with a white hat. He got into aquaponics and all that stuff. But it appears to me that brother went wayward. He did. And this is the reason why I warn brothers and sisters about certain books. If it's not if it's not our book, brothers and sisters, we need to proceed very cautiously when dive into these other books. Mind you, our history book, it does not need support. It does not. It does not need support. Our book support any books that's speaking truth. That's what our book. It supports other books. If that book says anything outside of that, our book does not support that book. When brothers and sisters start looking into different things, there's a conflict. There is a conflict of interest now, and it can throw you off your game, off point. So that's my um, very. I find it very concerning. I find it very concerning when it comes to down these other books. Josephus, um, his book, I have not seen, from what I have read, I have not seen anything that he speaks against. Truthfully, his book is not a Bible. His book is about the history of Israel. He was in the middle of it. He was in the middle of it, and he wrote history. Hey, this is what I ran it, and he was just laying it down. He was like an what do they call it? A scribe. He's just a person who wrote down things in a book, and he wrote down everything that he witnessed. And a lot of the stuff that he got in the book, the Bible supports what he's saying. It's we have the Most High. We have His book. Our support comes from the Most High. We don't need support of any other book. If you want to find out who Israel is, you go into the Bible. The Most High said, "Oh yeah, you can find them. If you find these people, these people here, this is what they gonna have on them. They're gonna have this. They're gonna have this curse. They're gonna have that. They're gonna have this and this and this and that. You're gonna know exactly who they are. It's gonna be written in the scriptures. You ain't gonna find it in any other book. Show me one book that say, hey, you want to find out who these black people are? The only book that says that, the only is our history book they call the Bible. I was amazed to learn from a Nigerian family member that they observe the Shabbat in all holy days. It's a beautiful sight to witness. Thousands of Nigerians gathered from across the region. Let me tell you something, sister. Now, that's one thing about those brothers, Nigerian period, Nigeria. They started kicking out a lot of missionaries, especially that, well, I wouldn't say it's just not Nigeria, pretty much West Africa. They started kicking them out. When they started seeing, but now the thing I didn't like, well, they was burning a Catholic Bible because the Catholic went in and took Passover out and put in Easter. So I mean, some brothers and sisters got offended that they was burning the Bible. But if they look at that Bible, it's a Catholic writing, and so they went and done. The Catholic is known to going in. Now, let me give you a good example. When the scripture said that the Most High told Yahushua to sit at my right hand, they went and took right hand out the Bible because they said they didn't want to offend a left-handed person. They didn't want to offend a left-handed person. So when Yahushua says to the wicked, be gone and get away from me, the fact that you did not take care of the least of my people, you did not take care of me. Be off into destruction. And he hands him over to the left-hand side. Why did they take the left-hand side out of the Bible? Because you go offend the right hand. But this is Christendom. They took out Passover, put in Easter. So yes, when that awakening, it was blatant. It is blatant. And so now the world, with this awakening, yes, I understand world events now. They need this distraction. They need it. They need this World War III thing. They need this right now because this awakening is holding weight. It is holding weight. They need this World War III distraction because of all of you brothers and sisters. All of you, including the ones that's not on this channel. I'm talking all of West Africa, especially you Yahudims in the United States, especially you all. Yes, they need it. Oh my goodness. They know exactly what is on the horizon. They know this. This is a distraction, brothers. I listen to what's his name? Canadian Prepper and things. And I just get like small information, see what's going on, all right, boom, 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 boom. And I move on. Cause see, their faith is in bullets, food, shelter. That's it. They'll say God. But if God can't pull out a pop, 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 pop noise, they go feel, oh, wait a minute, I'm not prepared. You know? So, I mean, brothers and sisters, I mean, this awakening. And now, like I said, this leadership awakening, the Most High know exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. A lot of brothers and sisters may be sitting there thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to do this here. Kind of find out you will have a very important role. You will find yourself with a very important role that the Most High is prepping you, and you may not even feel it. Some brothers go feel it. Some gonna be like, oh man, what's going on? I know one brother, he everything about him got stripped. Everything about his life was stripped. And it did not happen until he woke up. He was like a pastor in a church. But everything, that brother had money. He had that loot. Yes, he did. But when he started looking into the Bible, he went, wait a minute. The scripture says this. Now, mind you, he was a pastor. And that brother showed me, he said, man, you know what, Mike, I was reading, and I was like, why is it I never read this before? So he kept on prying, you know, kept on getting deeper and deeper in it. You're right, Brother Dylan. It's going to be a massive miracle. Period. That's going to be let's call it global, a global miracle, a global massive miracle. That's what it's going to be. But getting back to this brother, whew, so he had to make a decision because he had this church here. And so once he left that church, they talked about him like a dog. They said, oh, he done went crazy. Him and his family went crazy. So the brother kept on, he kept on, he kept on, he kept on. And what I said, now, I got to show you, you're going to have to learn to rely on me. Brothers and sisters, when I tell you this, oh, please listen to me, brothers and sisters. You brothers, this is first and foremost to brothers. Don't think the fact that you got your life, money, house, car, that you did things of your own will. Mm-mm. Brothers, look at that stuff. Look at your money, look at your life, things that you may have gained. Give it to the Most High. That's my encouragement. Give it to the Most High. Give him that glory for everything that you got in your life. Give that glory to him. But I'm guilty of it. I felt I'm out here making money, man. I'm doing what I need to do and things. I'm giving money to the poor. That was not enough. But when you're talking about relying upon the Most High, yeah. When he calls you out, he calls you out. He calls you out. He will go inside your pockets. I'm gonna take all this money away from you. Oh yes, sister. Oh, all right, you know what, Sister Kathy Jones and Brother Galen, they know exactly what I'm talking about. He will strip you down to you're near about naked. He will strip you down to you near about naked. But that's gonna be to a select group of people. Everybody's not gonna go through that now. Everybody's not gonna go through that. Because the Most High knows exactly who to put this upon. He says he knows exactly how much his people can take. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, those brothers are going through those things for a legitimate reason. They just need to always hope in Yahuwah. That's all he wants. I need for you all, and we are the ones who's supposed to set the example for the massive awakening of our brothers and sisters. We got to go through it. We got to go through it. We got to. And all of you all are not going to go through what other brothers and sisters go through. Some of you all's trials just may be just everyday life. Everyday life. But the other ones, you be some of these brothers be asking themselves, I mean, am I going crazy? And and some brothers would start, and I did it too. I asked the Most High, what did I do? Why is I'm getting slapped around like this? I mean, I know I'm a hard worker. I know I don't sit around. I mean, what is it's that reliance? Who do you trust? That's all the Most High is showing you. Look here, I'm gonna take care of you. I just need you to look at how I'm doing it. The moment you realize what I'm doing for you, you go understand. Once you understand that, once you understand your discipline, that's when the Most High says, all right, look here, he graduated. He graduated. Yes. And Sister Jones, she said it makes us totally dependent on the Most High. Is that not what the Most High was asking Israel to do from times ago? Thousands of years ago? But they didn't get it. They did not get it. The only time they got it is when they got into some trouble. They was in slavery. They cried out to the Most High, and just like their father, he comes and he saves them. Now here we are. Ooh. Brothers and sisters. to hear a lot of these brothers and sisters struggles, and they keep on moving. They keep on moving. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I never seen one homeless. I never seen one hungry or starving. The Most High said, and some, hey, you may have brothers and sisters out there, brothers and sisters that may be starving. The Most High knows exactly. I need to put that person in that predicament. I need to let him starve. This one here, no, no. He's not built for that. I'm not gonna let him starve because he pretty much like Aaron. If I say one word to him, he's breaking down. He's repenting. The Most High knows exactly how stiff-necked or stiff-minded we are individually, and he knows exactly what he needs to do to discipline us because he don't want to destroy us. He wants to renew us to his liking. That's it. To his liking. True, yes, we keep on. And brother, this is what I'm talking about. This wave, this little, I'm gonna say small wave of people that the Most High has wakened. Like I said, you're not going to go through everything that all other brothers go through. And at the same time, brothers, I will say this: don't judge your brother when you see that this brother, it seems that he having problems back to back to back to back to back to back. That may be that person the Most High is really working on. Not saying he's a bad person or she's a bad person, but there's a position that person the Most High is trying to groom for a position. Did he not groom us? He groomed all of us thousands of years ago. Go back and read what he did to Abraham. No, that 400 years, he's being groomed. He knew that, these people here, all right, I got to show these people, the ones that come out of this 400-year captivity, I'm going to show them the history of their forefathers. And this is what I want them to learn. How to rely upon me. Absolute trust in me. You want rain? You ask me, I'll give you rain. You want your crops? Ask me and I'm going to give you the crops. That's reliance on the Most High. That's what he wanted from his people. And here we are in the final phase of the last days. This is where we at. Oh, yes. It is a responsibility or duty to care for the sheep. It is. This is where we are all at right now. This is where we are all right now. We're going to have a responsibility to the Most High. Now, we shouldn't even underestimate that. We should not. You're going to have a duty towards the Most High. However low you think it is, it's still going to hold weight. It's still going to hold weight. Some of the things some of our brothers and sisters go through. I've seen other brothers and sisters say, "Man, I don't know about that. I don't think I can go through it." That's the reason why you're not going through it. Due to the love of the Most High, that's one of the reasons why a lot of you brothers are not going through what other brothers and sisters go through. Because the Most High already know. You won't be able to take this. You'll crack up. Yes. The prayer, you're right, Sister John. Every single day we should be praying. Everything. Did not Yahushua said that we should be what do you say? Thinking upon the Most High daily, and throughout the day. And especially, like Brother Dylan said, spiritual warfare. You know for a fact where you need to be giving your attention to. And it should be to the Most High because we already surrounded with the devil. We're surrounded with the devil and his minions. We should be thinking about the Most High on a constant basis. Everything that we see or touch is about the Most High. There's no type of creation that's going to escape his fingers. The fingernails on the tip of your finger, no, that's the Most High. For you to be able to ball a fist, it's the Most High. For you to say, you know, I think I'm hungry, that's the Most High. For you to start thinking about, man, let me call my brother. I ain't talked to my brother in a long time. That's the Most High. To exhale and inhale is the Most High. Yes, this is the reason why the devil has allowed people to make decisions based upon their wants. And we got to get away from, I ain't gonna say we, I'm gonna say if we have that, we need to get away from that. The devil has done that. We just get up, boom, and move on about our business like we doing things of our own free will. Nope, it's not our own free will. It is not our own free will. It is the Most High's will that we do things. We do this and we do that. And that's what we will have to, I'm encouraging that we do. We look at that on a daily basis, every step. And let's just say you may be a person and be in a wheelchair. Well, you got life to sit in that wheelchair. Your life still belongs to the Most High. Give him glory. Give him glory. I tell you, we, 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 we are in a blessed position. Put it that way. A blessed position. This is where we are. Let's not take it for granted or misuse our position. We shouldn't be. I mean, that's my encouragement. Because I mean, you sit here talking about what we're doing now. It's just to go be an encouragement because I can't speak for everyone, but that should be our desire. The things that we're seeing now, brothers and sisters, it's we we had to go through this discipline. Of course, the Most High said He's going to start with His people first. He said He's going to start with His people first, and I seriously believe 2024 was that year. Yes, He did. Yes, He did. He came in and I'm not going to say He came in cleaning camp. I'm not going to say that because there's a wilderness. There is a wilderness that we will have to go through. But I do believe that the Most High came in for this first wave of people that He woke up and He started showing people who they are. He did. He started showing people who they are and what they need to work on. That's just my belief. That's just my belief now. And but this I see, brothers and sisters, again, this is just my line of thinking. I seriously believe there's going to be a leadership, a stronger presence of leadership starting sometime in December. Period. And it's going. That's just me. I don't want nobody to wear my emotion on that. It's going to be something that's going to happen for y'all's people. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I said it. I'm gonna tell you what happened. It was January the 11th this year, and I was living in Chicago, and it was like 10 degrees outside, but it was cold. It was cold outside, but the sun was shining, and it was a Shabbat. I never forget it. My son was in his room watching something about Joseph. So I'm just laying up in the bed and things, looking out the window, and a crow came up on the window, on this tree. It was by my window, and he was just crowing. He, crow. He crowed, crow, cry, 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 3 times. I said, okay, but I don't know. I'm saying to myself, man, I need to get him to hit the window or something so that it'll fly away. Then it crowed 3 more times. And I'm saying to myself, all right, you do it a third time. I'm gonna give some attention to you. And then it crowed another 3 times. I said, wait a minute, you crowed 4 times now. I'm going to ask myself, what's going on here? This is what I'm saying inside my head now. This is what I'm saying in my head. So it crowed 3 more times. So I said, wait a minute. I said, what is this? What is this? I mean, I'm now paying attention. And I was like, wait a minute. So what had happened? So I get up out of the bed and I'm like, wait a minute. I go to the window and that's when it flew off. I mean, I didn't tap on the window and nothing. It wasn't, like it was right next to my window, but I was, right there I could see him. And then he flew off. So I started asking brother, I said, what do you think about this? He said, no, it sounds like, it sounds like a judgment. But, that's okay. All right, fine. But I was about the assumption that, hey, everything is looking good for Israel for 2024. Man, I had that thing so far backwards. The brother said, look here, brother. Did you see a crow? He said, a crow is always something linked to, in the movies, crows are in what is it, death? Always has something to do with death or something very bad. That's okay. He said, no. It's going to be bad for Israel for 2024. Brothers and sisters, when he said that, I sat back and I was like, hold on. 2024, I'm going to say black people, we were the highest amongst any nation, the highest unemployment rate. Brothers and sisters that was doing the same business I was doing, communications and things, plummeted. Brothers we was making 150, 200,000 a year, down to zero in 1 year. And now I'm like, wait a minute, this brother may have something to it, because now I'm like, wait a minute, we getting hit. And so, I mean, I see what you're saying on that too, sisters. But when I really sat down and asked for understanding, I'm like, oh man, no, we are under some type of judgment. Now the thing about it was this. He crowed 3 times, but in a series of 4, which came to 12. He crowed 12 times total. Well, I ain't gonna say he. The crow crowed 12 times total, period. And then it flew away. And I said, oh, all righty, okay. So here we are. All these things start happening. And when I say black people, I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about, I know sisters that had business, construction company. They was just suffering. I mean, it was just, everybody I knew had started having money problems. They started having money problems. Then some people start, what's the word? reacting to it, to their money problems. The stress started to kick in. And it could be the fact that majority of my people that I deal with are people that look like me. And so I came to the conclusion, asking the Most High, all right, now that was judgment, separation. I talked to another sister, and she, she sent me an a text, and she was saying how it was kind of discouraging for her too, and everything that a lot of things that was happening within our community. There was a whole lot of backbiting, disagreement, and it seemed like that nobody want to talk about nothing. All of this stuff took place this year. I was the one on the Cobra show. Oh no, 2024 is going to be for us. It was for us, all right. 24, yeah, it was for us. But I was looking for more so of more positive. But I had it twisted. I had it twisted. We was on it. We was going through some things. We was up on the judgment. And still is, you know. But I believe that that judgment or that let's call it cleansing. Let's call it cleansing. It's coming to it. It's coming to it. It's coming to its close. It's coming to its close. And then I seriously believe that's I don't know when. I'm not going to put no date out there, but that massive awakening, brothers and sisters, I think that we're very close to it. That Exodus. I think we're very up on it. I think we're on it. Because one, I know when brothers say that, brothers and sisters complain about brothers and sisters saying you go and, get up out of her and all that. They some of them argue about that. But with this awakening, when the Most High said who you are, I don't think that it's going to be as difficult as some may think. I don't think it's going to be difficult. Once that awakening happens, you will realize, oh, we've been lied to, and this is a global thing. It's the fact that it's going to be global. That's going to get everybody's attention, not just ours. I mean, we already got the attention, but now you will realize, wait a minute, we're the people of the book. We was the one that was scattered to the four corners of the earth. We are the apple of the Most High eyes. That's who we are. That's who we want. We will realize. And then when that second Exodus, I don't think it's going to be a whole lot of, well, you got, what? Let me say it this way. Just because you see a black person don't necessarily make them Israel. That does not make them Israel. And I know what we're doing because we can't look at somebody and say, hey, you Israel. I mean, we say it, but it's the Most High who's going to really put his finger on it. Boom, that's the one. And at the same time, it's the curses. Those curses, if you feel that those curses are upon you, you're going to know because his spirit is going to bear witness with your spirit. You're going to know exactly who you are. You're going to know who you are. Period. In the world, they can come out and say this and say that. It don't mean a hill of beans. It does not mean a hill of beans of what the world say. Because now the world needs to be like you. This chasing behind the world, they need to be like us. Now for us to talk about I want to be like no, those days trying to be like you all are done away with. This is that generation that the Most High said you all came to appreciate him. Y'all know do y'all know how the Most High is smiling right now to see his people thriving after him? always giving him glory. Whew. But please. This is it is a privileged position to be in. And he's seeing this remnant of Israel showing their appreciation, which in essence, our forefathers should have done this long ago. But we had to go through some things. We had to go through it. And upon the Most High's grace, we just may be at that last part of that cleansing, of his people. And and that's left up to the Most High. I can't say this, I can't speak from the Most High. The only thing we do is stick to scriptures. And if you have a thought on, this is just my thought, it's nothing in the scriptures, it needs to be said. Sister Evans, who said the crows messaging the Old Testament. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, all right. Hold on, sister. Let me see. Hold on. The crow messenger in the Old Testament. The crow is presented as Noah's helper in the book of Genesis, chapter 8, verses 6 through 7. I'm going to check that out, sis. I'm going to check that out. Because I do know that, who was that? Elijah? The Most High sent, he sent some crows to feed him. And, the crows, they were bringing food to him. I can see, all right, I can see that. So I'm going to look that up. Okay. You know what? And that is a point, because truthfully, when you're looking at the movies, the crows are always portrayed as some evil or death situation when it comes. That's how the world portrays crows and things of that nature. So I was looking at it from that standpoint, but I see what you're saying. Yeah. And so that's the thing, brothers and sisters. But we when you see brothers and sisters going through some things, just pray for them. Pray for them. Encourage them. Encourage them. Oh yeah. Because that's right. Now Elijah, he had to flee from Jezebel. Yes, he did. Yeah. And then now Elijah was very important to the Most High. Now let's not get it twisted. He was very important to the Most High. Him and Moses, they had power in their bones. They had power in their bones. Elijah, he died, and another man died, and his body touched his bone. He came back to life. That's the power of the Most. What? And then who was it? Hashatan. Him and Michael had a dispute over Moses' bones. Why in the world Hashatan want to argue over his bones? He very well knew the power of the Most High. And brothers and sisters, this is the thing. If we keep on running that faithful run for our faith, we could be in the same position, have that power flowing through our bone just as much. They set the example. Now, when you step into that position now, much is going to be asked of you. Much will be asked of you. You have to be on your P's and Q's. You will have to be about the Most High's business constantly. Period. You got to be you got to stay on top of your game. I ain't gonna say your game, on your faith. That's what you got to be on top of. And we've seen that when it came to Aaron and Moses. You know, we've seen that. Now, Moses, it was the only one that spoke face to face with the Most High. When Aaron, was taken by the Most High, then it was who was it? Eliezer. Eliezer. Now that's when the communications was changed, because now the priest Eliezer was getting information from the Most High, and and he gave it to Joshua. But Moses, no, Moses spoke. He spoke face to, mouth to mouth with the Most High. Period. You said his brother. Yes, brothers, I tell you. And I say this about brothers that are going through some things. I go through some things, but I know some brothers that are way. Let me say this. I ain't gonna say they way worse than me. They're discipline. Is it discipline? Well, let's call it discipline, brother. And this is not in a bad way. Their discipline is a lot greater than what I go through. That's what I've seen with some brothers and some sisters. You know, that's what I have seen. And they go through some things. And it's not like they went out there and put themselves in positions to be in that predicament. No, it's not that. But to pray for your brothers and things of that nature, and they be about Yah's business. Now, don't look at them like they being overzealous. No, it's not being overzealous. They know what their mission is, and that is to be right there with the Most High. Because we do not understand at this point what the Most High is setting, is grooming that brother or sister for. Now, mind you, brothers, I want you to understand this too. Although the Most High is waking his people up, and it's going to be massive. We're hoping it's going to be massive. And then along with that awakening, you're going to still have some with the residue of Babylon thinking. You're going to have some with the residue of that Babylonian mindset that's going to need that counsel and discipline from brothers and sisters that went through it. And they're going to let them know. No, you need to pay attention to this and this here. And it's like you're going to have to get rid of that Babylonian mindset. And that's the whole purpose of these brothers and sisters. The Most High is putting them in place just for that. He knows exactly what he's doing. His people are not going to be deranged and all over the place. Nobody know which way to go. No, we're going to know exactly which way we got to go, which way we need to walk, and things of that nature. We're going to have that. Now, whether he wants to do that, because we still going to have free will. And this is the reason why the Most High says that his people must be weeded out. He must weed out the rebels, because you still have free will. You still have free will, and we're gonna have to be. We're gonna go through it, and it's gonna be about all those who want to. You're gonna have to want it in order to do it. Period. That's what's going to happen. We're going to be. We will be put in that predicament, regardless of what we're thinking, scripturally speaking. We're going to make that decision whether we're going to live or not. And it's all going to boil down to that free will. What is going to be your free will choice? That's what the question. That's what we're going to be left with, that question. And like I was saying, brothers and sisters, in closing, brothers and sisters are stepping up to the plate. They want to have these conversations to get any type of misunderstanding out of the way. If there are some brothers and sisters that needs to be called out, they're going to be called out. But everything should be done in love and with respect. But let's not forget that. Everything that we do should be done with love and respect. We're not Christendom. We just can't come in and start talking about somebody or cursing somebody out because you may have got your feelings hurt. We have to be mindful of that. So, and at the same time, brothers and sisters, constantly praying for our brothers and sisters because we're living in the time of the end. We are. Things are happening. Now, some greater things that are about to happen. We just need to be on guard, keep our senses, because Satan he's out there. He's not looking at the world. He's looking at you. All of you on this channel right now, he's looking at each and every last one of you. What information are you taking in? How he needs to be a distraction for you. Do not let World War III or the things they got going on with that stuff, brothers and sisters. Don't let that stuff take you out, take you for a loop. Do not. That stuff is going to happen. You know, Yahushua said you go hear of wars and reports of wars. See that you are not terrified. That's what he says. See that you are not. For these things must take place. That's what he said. These things must take place. What did it say, Sister Evans? Children of Israel were enslaved. Exile was one of the toughest experiences for the people of Yah. Yeah, understands. Oh yeah, the moment the Most High stand up, Sister Evans, gang. I ain't gonna say gang. The devil ain't gonna like that. Put it that way. He's not gonna like that at all. Because he's seeing, oh, these people about to get up out of my grips. These people are about to get out of my grips. I won't be able to touch them like that no more. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Well, that's right, too, Brother Dylan. Sometimes we need to put ourselves in other brothers and sisters' shoes. And once you put yourself in these shoes, you start to understand the path, and you start to have more respect for it. Because now you can the Most High can throw you in there. Who was that? Nebuchadnezzar. He was giving glory to himself, and the Most High he struck him mentally. He thought he was a beast of the field, eating. I forgot. Was it 7 years? I think it was 7 years. He was out there thinking he was a wildebeest, eating like an animal and everything, acting like an animal, everything. But once he got a hold of his bearings, his senses came back. He gave glory to the Most High. That's what he did. He gave glory to the Most High. This is the time. We are living in the time of the end, brothers and sisters. We are. You know what? I think, and also, on the flight, I have Sister Waters. She's looking into the prices of the flights, and she's supposed to check back with me. I know I said I'm gonna have this today, brothers and sisters, but she was going to get in contact with me tomorrow and let me know what she come up with. Eating grass. Oh yes, that was exactly, Brother Dylan. Eating grass. He was eating grass and everything. Sister Evan, you said when Yahushua stands up, the word states, a drought on her waters. They will dry. They will dry up. What is a land of idols that will go mad with terror? We are witnessing now. Let me tell you something. Let me see. YouTube, TikTok, Gentiles, Gentiles are kind of losing their mind because they don't, that money that their parents used to bring in, they're not bringing nowhere close to that. They claiming I'm getting food stamps and so on. So I work 2 jobs. My husband worked 2 jobs. They can't make ends meet. What do we say? What do Israel say? It be like, welcome to my world. We've been through that. We did that. We did that. The only thing different about it is this. They do not have the Most High. They do not have the Most High. We did. If we did not have the Most High in what our forefathers went through, there would be no way we'll be here to this day. We'll be extinct. If we did not have the Most High, because the Most High said it. He said, I will not totally abandon my people Israel. Because he knew he had a covenant with us, Abraham, and things of that nature. And so, yeah, I'm not going to abandon but they taught that we've been abandoned. That's what they taught. Upset at you? Yes. Left you? No. As long, like scripture says, as long as you see the sun, the moon, and stars, never will I do away with my people Israel. Brother, those are some blatant scriptures right in front of the world, but yet and still they turn a blind eye to it. They turn a blind eye to those types of scriptures. But we are here to be encouraged, regardless. We are here to be encouraged. To encourage one another, to press on, to always think about the Most High. Email. Wait a minute. We have your email. Well, you got my email. All right, you got my email. Let me let you know. This is finished. All right, I got you, brother. I got you, brother Dylan. Okay, but you got my email though, right, brother Dylan? Uh, I understand, brother. That's what we're supposed to do. Discernment, brothers and sisters. Discernment. I tell you. All right, you got it. Yes, maintaining discernment is something that it's a necessity. It is a necessity in your daily routine. It is a necessity. That's what it is. Discernment. Now, oh, brother, since let me get up. I didn't know I took up this much of your time. It's almost 2 hours on this. I talk too much. Wow. But brothers and sisters, be safe out there. A lot of our, like I said, brother, pray for your brothers and sisters. A lot of them here, they putting in work for you, brothers and sisters, and they need prayers. Some of them need financial help and things of that nature. It is what it is. But the day is going to come where the Most High is going to say it is enough. He's going to say it is enough, and then things are going to they're going to be turned. They're going to be turned around. They're going to be turned around. The thing is, brothers, let's continue to pray for our brothers and sisters and always hoping in the Most High, because this is where it's getting, this is where it's always been. The Most High said, just hope in me, lean upon me. He said, test me out, see that I'm not good. He's good. He just asked, he said, test him out. And this is what we need to do, brothers and sisters. Let's stay away from keeping up contention, backbiting, strife, discontentment. These are the things we need to be fighting against, brothers and sisters. And then we run into it, let brothers and sisters know you don't want to do that. Let's not talk about nobody and things of that nature. That's how we keep peace. That's how we maintain peace. And on that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Be safe out there. And I will hope to see you all. Let me see. Not Sunday. Monday. Monday. Unless something happens on Sunday. I mean, something major happened. I'll be on. Oh, we got to talk about this here. Talk about that there, and things of that nature. And that's what we need to do. Cocoa Mango. You stay safe too, sis, and you too, Sister Linda, and you brothers and sisters, to all of you all. Continue to enjoy your Shabbat, and always hope in the Most High. Shalom.